you all for being here. I just want to say that your representatives look right out of a movie. You're absolutely perfect. So I think that's very nice. I'm very impressed. But it's great to have both of our representatives with us.
こういうふうに立派な代表の方々がこちらに並んでいらっしゃるということは、本当にまるで映画の場面に見えます。本当に完璧です。皆さんありがとうございます。
We're talking North Korea, we're talking military, we're talking trade. A lot of progress has already been made, and as you know, we've been discussing these things for weeks and even months prior to this meeting, which truly we'll call a summit, and we've made a lot of progress.
本日は北朝鮮、または安全保障、または通商問題についてたくさん話すことになります。すでにたくさん進歩が見られていました。過去数週間、過去数ヶ月ですでに話し合ってきましたが、今回もこの立派なサミットでよりいい成果を出すことは期待しています。
Shinzō and I have developed a very close relationship. We speak all the time, and our nations, I think, have never been closer than they are right now.
私と総理は非常に親しい関係と作ることができました。いつも頻繁にお互いに相談して話し合うこともあります。非常にいい、かつてないほど米日関係は親しいもの、近いものになりました。
So, Mr. Prime Minister, thank you very much for being with us.
本日来ていただいてありがとうございました。
先ほどすでに、ドランドと2人きりで北朝鮮の問題、また経済について相当深い話をすることができました。
So prior to this small group discussion, at the 101 setting, we already had a very in-depth discussion focusing on the issue of North Korea and also the economic issues.
それぞれ非常に重要な点で認識をさせることができたことを嬉しく思います。
And on those two points, we actually successfully forged a mutual understanding. So I'm very happy to see the outcome of our 101 discussion.
北朝鮮の問題については、歴史上初めて米朝首脳会談が予定されています。
On the issue of North Korea, for the first time in the history of the world, there will be the summit meeting between the United States and North Korea.
その前には南北の首脳会談が行われるわけでありますが、ピョンチャンオリンピックから起こったこの大きな変化はまさに、ドナルドが確固たる信念と決意でこの問題に相対した結果だと思います。
And also prior to the U.S.-North Korea summit meeting, the summit meeting between South and North Korea is being planned to take place. And since the Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games in South Korea, we have observed major change in terms of the North Korea's behavior. And background of this change is Donald's unwavering conviction as well as the determination that you demonstrated in addressing the issue of North Korea. So your stance made it possible to achieve this major change.
あらゆる負担がテーブルの上にあるという姿勢でもって圧力を最大限まで高めて、アメリカは圧倒的な世界一の軍事力を持っているわけでありますが、それを背景に圧倒的なこのレベルの圧力を課した成果であり、まさにトランプ大統領が強い決意で臨んだ成果だと思います。改めて敬意を表したいと思いますし、この史上初の米朝首脳会談を通して核の問題、そしてミサイルの問題、さらには日本にとって重要な拉致問題が解決に向かって進んでいく歴史的な会談となることを期待しております。そしてそのために、この場において真剣な、そして徹底的な話をしたいと思います。話し合いたいと思います。
So you have made it very clear that all options are on the table, and along with this line, you have demonstrated the maximization of the pressure against North Korea. As a matter of fact, the United States have the overwhelming military power in the world, and by using this strength, you have been effectively applying the overwhelming level of pressure against North Korea, and this actually successfully led to the outcome that we have already observed. So once again, if I may reiterate, Donald, you demonstrated your unwavering determination in addressing the challenge of North Korea, and I'd like to take this opportunity to express and pay my tribute to your leadership. And also, at the planned US-North Korea summit meeting, which will be held for the first time, my hope is that there will be a tangible progress toward resolving the outstanding issues of concern, including nuclear issues, missile issues, as well as the abductions issue, which is the Japanese top priority issue. So this will be the historic meeting, and I certainly hope that there will be progress on these fronts. And also, to achieve such progress, I would like to have a very serious and also thorough discussion with you today.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that, Shinzō. And I will say that the North Korea problem has been with us for many years. It's something that should have been taken care of years ago, decades ago. It's at a point now where we don't really have a choice. It must be taken care of one way or the other. I look forward to meeting with Kim Jong-un, and hopefully that will be a success. And maybe it will be, and maybe it won't be. We don't know, but we'll see what happens. But I can say this, they do respect us. We are respectful of them, and we're going to see what happens. We will bring up the abductees. We'll bring up many different things. I think it's a time for talking. It's a time for solving problems. I know that's been a very big factor for you.
ありがとうございます。そういうふうにそういう解釈、そういう言葉で言っていただくには大変感謝しております。この北朝鮮の問題は長い間大変大きな問題でした。数十年前に解決すべき問題でしたが、今私たちは解決せざるを得ない状態なんです。でどう解決するかということは、まだ方法は分かりませんが、その対話なのか違う方法なのか、まだ今のところ未定ですけれども、いずれにしても金正恩との首脳会談を待望しています。でこれがいい成果になるということを期待していますが、いい成果にならなかったから違う手段を考えないといけないということです。私たちに対して敬意を払っていますし、私たちも北朝鮮に対して敬意も示していますが、いずれにしても拉致問題、またはいくつかの問題について話すべき点はたくさんあると思います。
South Korea's meetings with North Korea are very much in coordination with us. We're in consultation with them constantly. Our relationship with South Korea is a very good one. In fact, we're in the midst of negotiating a new and better, perhaps for both sides, trade deal, because right now it's an unfair deal, frankly, to the United States, but what else is new? All of them are. But we are going to finalize a new deal fairly soon. We probably could have it done already if I wanted to have it done. But we are in very close communication and coordination with South Korea, with their upcoming meetings, and even their current talks with North Korea. And as I said before, the war has never ended. If we can do something even before the meeting, the big planned meeting, that would be fine. But we're dealing very closely with South Korea. They're the ones that came and told us about the original meeting, that they want to meet with me. They want to meet with the United States specifically. We have not picked a site yet, but we've picked 5 sites where it's potentially going to be. We'll let you know fairly soon. And let's see what happens. We'll either have a very good meeting or we won't have a good meeting. And maybe we won't even have a meeting at all, depending on what's going in. But I think that there's a great chance to solve a world problem. This is not a problem for the United States. It's not a problem for Japan or any other country. It's a problem for the world.
実は韓国と非常に密に協力しています。アメリカと頻繁に協調して連絡し合っています。非 非常にいい関係を作っています。実は韓国とこれから自由貿易協定を、その話し合いもします。この貿易は実は今までの貿易関係というのは米国に対して非常に不利なものが多かったんですけれども、私はそれを解決します。でいずれにしてもこの韓国との密に北朝鮮の問題について解決しようとしています。で厳密に言うと朝鮮半島はまだ戦争状態なんですよ。このまだ戦争状態がまだ終わってないことです。ですのでこういった大きな対話の前に何か解決する方法もあるかもしれませんし、そして対話を通じて解決することもあるかもしれません。韓国は特にアメリカが参加するような話し合いに台湾に参加してほしいという声がありましたが、その米朝会談はどこで行うか、5カ所のところ今候補として述べていますが、まだ決めていません。決まったら皆さんに述べます。いいミーティングを期待しています。しかし、良くないミーティングになるかもしれません。あるいは場合によって全く北朝鮮とミーティングしないこともあるかもしれません。これは世界の問題を解決せざるを得ない状態で、これはアメリカと日本の問題ではなくて、世界的な問題です。
We've also started talking to North Korea directly. We have had direct talks at very high levels, extremely high levels, with North Korea. And I really believe there's a lot of goodwill, a lot of good things are happening. We'll see what happens. As I always say, we'll see what happens. Because ultimately it's the end result that counts, not the fact that we're thinking about having a meeting or having a meeting.
実は北朝鮮のリーダーシップのリーダーの人たちとの、直接的なコミュニケーションにはすでに取っています。非常に高いレベルのリーダーと、連絡を取り合っています。これはお互いに誠意を示すことも今のところ協力している段階なんです。でもこれからどうなるか私のよく口にするセリフなんですけれども、様子を見てみましょうということなんですけれども、これからいい結果になると望んでいます。
And I just want to conclude by thanking President Xi of China. He's been incredibly generous. They have never been this way with the United States. I think they have more respect for us, perhaps our leadership, but for us than they've ever had before. But President Xi has been very strong on the border, much stronger than anyone thought they would be. I'd like him to be stronger on the border, but he has been at a level that nobody ever expected. The goods coming into North Korea have been cut down very substantially. As you know, 93% of the goods coming into North Korea come through China, come through the border. So I want to thank President Xi, a man I just have a great relationship with, a very special person to me. And we are also negotiating very tough trade deals with China. We hope that's going to work out. But he has been very, very generous in terms of what we're doing with North Korea, and I would like to thank him.
そしてここで申し上げたいと思いますが、習主席に対して非常に寛容よくこの問題に取り組んできていただきました。実はかつてほどアメリカに対する敬意をかつてほどない敬意を払っているんですけれども、私もその尊敬を払いたいと思います。実は北朝鮮に対して非常に強いスタンスを見せていただきました。ご存知のように北朝鮮に入ってくる輸入品は 93% が中国を通じて入ります。それを大幅に減少することができました。それは習主席のおかげです。実は習主席との非常にいい個人的な関係にもなってますし、私にとって特別な人だというふうに認識しています。もちろん米中の非常にタフな貿易問題はまだ残っていますが、この交渉をしている最中なんです。いずれにしても北朝鮮の問題で協力していただいている中国に対して謝意を申し上げたいと思います。
米朝首脳会談においてですね、拉致問題について日本が重視しているということをご理解いただき、取り上げていただくということをですね、明言していただいたことに対して御礼を申し上げたいと思います。
So in your remarks, I understand that you specifically mentioned that you are going to take up the issue of the abductions issue in the upcoming U.S.-North Korea summit meeting. And this reflects your deep understanding on how Japan cares about this abductions issue. And I am very grateful for your commitment.
You have my commitment. Thank you.
Sir, have you directly